Hi, friends. It's Sarah Keen. I just wanted to touch base with you about a few things that have been coming in for me recently as I'm meditating. I have been tapping in each week here just to see what the collective would like us to understand, or what our collective guides would like us to understand about the process that we need to embody right now for our spiritual practice, for making it through interesting times like these. And today they brought me messages about remarkable times. They said that we are in remarkable times. And they remind me of how we used to have this ability to connect right in, to talk with our guides, to talk with Source directly. And everybody had that connection. We all had the connection to speak with one another. This was more of a telepathic kind of communication that we once had on the planet. And so I wrote down a few words a little bit more about this and asked the spirit team, what process or how do we get that back? This is my curiosity, is how do we connect a little bit deeper to our own divine resources? And the message that came through was a pretty simple one, and we hear it very often, which was about journaling. Now, journaling can be a lot of different forms. Meditation itself can be in a lot of different forms. So I'd like to try to get a few classes out to you guys. This class that I'm going to do next Tuesday is going to be just a free one. I'm hoping to draw the interest of you to connect in with your own team, to connect in with Source directly. These are abilities that we once always had. And what the guides are telling me is that this is a time when we're actually really unraveling that back to that natural inborn ability that we've always had. And it kind of got covered up just slightly. Now is the time where we are starting to see more and more people connect with their intuition. And this is the reason why, because we are getting this ability back. I don't know that everybody's going to be telepathic again someday, maybe in, many years in the future or something, but some of us may attain that type of ability in this lifetime even. And it all starts out a very basic way, which is starting to learn how to trust yourself, starting to learn how to read the messages, understand and interpret the way that your own soul, Source, and your team are connecting with you. And a very basic way of starting to do that is to connect into a contemplative or meditative way. This is a listening process. This isn't as much about, I've got to get something. This is a sitting in communion, in conversation, in an energetic attunement with your own team. So they start to help to brush away static that's in our antenna when we do these types of activities, such as sitting in contemplation or meditation. We can do breathing exercises, mantras. All of these things really do help to clear that static out of the antenna, your body, of course, being the antenna, so that you have more of the ability to interpret, or to perceive, I should say, information coming from your team, even from other people. And we hear a lot of this from empathic people, that they understand somebody's emotions, or they understand thoughts that people might be having. They understand pains in somebody else's body. Well, all of that is part of the process of us getting this inborn ability to be in conversation with our own spirit team, with our own spirit, with Source. And this is going to help us be able to trust ourselves again. A lot of us have turned off this ability to trust ourselves. We've tried to logic things out And it's really hard to logic out things that are perceived through your senses. If you don't see it or hear it, we've been told to shut it off, turn it off. And we're in a time right now where we're learning how to turn that on, how to perceive again, and how to interpret it. So this is what I'd like to help you with a little bit in a free class that I'm going to do next Tuesday, is to tune in, to clear some of the static and to listen. So we're going to do, I'm just calling it a little pop-up journaling class. We'll spend about an hour together. It's free. I'm going to give you some tips and tips of the trade of connecting in a little bit deeper, how to help yourself to hear or understand what you're hearing. It's not always a hearing with your ears, like you're going to hear a big booming voice. Sometimes it's an inside knowingness. And we're going to go through a lot of really cool things, really cool ways to learn how to start to trust yourself, trust your intuition. And we're going to be doing this through journaling and a process called candle gazing. So please click the link at the bottom of your newsletter and you'll be able to sign up for this pretty cool class. And I'm excited to spend some time with you and teach you how to better understand your own senses and how you're perceiving spirit already.